Rockstar looked at us and said, "Evil dies tonight."
Evil dies tonight.
And then fucked us in the butt.
God damn.
I decided I'm expanding the camera because I can't take this shit no more. I'm gonna put on this side of the screen, if we're gonna look at any screenshots, whatever, there's gonna be a lengthy video. Okay, welcome back to the channel. I had to like really read everything to the T to understand everything that's happening right now with GTA 6. The pre-orders that's gonna actually happen tonight, which is so weird to me. And there's been no mention of the collectors or the premium edition, the prices that we see here, what's been locked behind a certain edition of the game. And shout out to 5M for fucking us, because due to 5M and I guess Rockstar owning them now or whatever the case, they've implemented a similar system. And this is what it looks like within the pre-orders. Let's actually talk about it, man. Welcome back to the channel. I don't even know how to I don't even know what to start off with. So first off, several hours ago, 8 hours ago, Rockstar announced that the pre-orders for GTA 6 will begin at midnight local time, June 25th. Okay. When you see the two pre-orders, it's only the standard edition and it's the ultra edition. I think it's called the ultra edition on their site. Again, we're going to go over all the images that we have, but it's insane. The base edition of the game, standard edition, is $79.99. That was the leaked price. When we was correct about it, it was leaked in a France store or whatever. It's crazy. Mario Kart did it first, of course. But I feel like GTA is going to set the standard for this price, because whenever Nintendo does anything, I don't necessarily see people going off of what Nintendo does, like Sony or Microsoft. But when you see a game that's on multi-plats, like a Grand Theft Auto, or if like Call of Duty or something like that, it has more of an influence to try to grab more companies to try to lean that way. And this is going to change the market forever. And not just because the price is $80. It's because of the egregious bull crap that's actually going on in this pre-order. So I'm shocked as hell. First and foremost, I think it's important for me to get this out the way that GTA 6's file size leaked, and it's almost 700 gigs. I could be wrong, but that follows up with the fact that this announcement that Rockstar made also came with the confirmation that there was no physical disc to be purchased. I'm gonna say that one more time. We are absolutely in that place right now, and I don't know whose fault it is. I don't know if it's us as a consumer, because we wanted games to look and feel like movie experiences. So now the size of the damn game is so large, it's not even worth putting on 2 discs. I didn't even know if that was possible or not, or are they being cheap and they don't want to just put it on Blu-ray discs and perhaps the cost of whatever it is. But basically, whatever edition you get, you'll get the physical case, but there's a key card inside. So I just want to say, GameStop, you might be going out of business, because you cannot take used GTA 6 products now. Okay, nobody can sell you GTA 6. However, this is insane. A key card that will come inside a physical box. Physical media is cooked. Again, it takes a certain person. Just like when you're voicing things today in this climate, you're voicing change, you're voicing certain things. There's millions of people that voice change, but it takes specific entities to voice it that would have more reach. This is what's happening. So people have been releasing games that have no physical media, but nobody been out, there's been no uproar to every single game. But when Rockstar does it with GTA, it's causing a lot of uproar. Okay, so there's no physical disc. I'm pissed off, because I've always said, when you buy a collector's edition digitally from the PSN store, it should be like $25 cheaper than buying the physical, because you won't get the case, you don't get the soundtrack book, you don't get the artwork book, you get everything digital, and that doesn't compare to a physical piece of memorabilia or physical media. Now that we got that out the way, again, I feel like the collector's edition and everything else is going to be shown tonight, perhaps midnight. I'm not sure, y'all. But they didn't make no mention of the premium or the collectors. The collector's edition. But shit gets worse. It gets worse. Okay? The pre-orders showed what comes with the editions. And I hate the way companies do this. However, I'm on the Rockstar site right now, And for you to know what you get with your pre-order, you got to literally click into things. For example, pre-order bonuses or ultimate edition. Let me go ahead and show my screen real quick. I got so much going on right now. Let's show our screen. Let's do this. Let's open up the gameplay. This is just a small little screen I got open. An exclusive collection of items thread across all aspects of Jason and Lucia's story. Okay, so we click learn more, which, oh my God, their site runs like shit. One, the shorty there actually looks like a shorty I used to fuck with back in the day. I'm not gonna lie, that shit look actually crazy. What you would call it, and that's Jason and Lucia. You see, they got a certain hairstyle, they got certain looks to themselves. The Ultimate Edition, it says here, and let me say why I'm breaking this down. The Ultimate Edition has now locked certain content in certain aspects of the game behind an edition, which means the standard edition. Matter of fact, hold one second. Let me make this way easier for you guys to understand. Now, what you see on my right, I guess you want to say right, left, I don't, whatever, is actually what comes with the $100 edition. And when you read, you know, sometimes with obviously a standard edition, a pre-order bonus, ultra edition, collectors, or premium edition, you get extra content, extra exclusive missions. I've seen this before, but this right here is just bleeds and screams 5M influence. Because for those that don't know, what you see here is not just items or I guess cosmetics. It's specific shops, it's stores. Let's go ahead and read this. With the $100 edition, you get a mod shop, Ride Out Customs, transform vanilla vehicles into magnificent works of art with detailed interiors, exquisite rims, and dunk stylings. It says only open for business with the Ultimate Edition. Only open for business with the Ultimate Edition, which means you'll have the standard edition of the game running all throughout its lifespan of you having it, but it would never become accessible. I've seen Destiny have something where they had the full game and you would basically have to pay, and they found the files, and once you buy a certain edition, it would like unlock, but it was already installed in the game. We see this shit with Cybertrucks. You'll buy a Cybertruck, you could pay to upgrade, and like somehow it unlocks or some shit like that in the software. Seeing something like this is absolutely crazy, and it makes sense why this game is taking so long, why there's so much that goes into this game, because there's so much coding on the back end of this game that it's almost like a meta world. It's like a metaverse. It's insane. It's sickening. It's like an NFT. And it says clothing store stock 305. Style various unique and exclusive looks for Jason and Lucia as Stockyard's premier destination for elevated streetwear, only open for business with the Ultimate Edition. Sarah's unisex salon, hair salon. Get signature salon styles for both Jason and Lucia, including facial hair for Jason and makeup and nails for Lucia, only open for business with the Ultimate Edition. There's a difference between you obtaining content, like say, for example, I might get exclusive clothing, right? But that specific store is accessible to everyone. We don't know if there's another salon, and if there is, it's probably like very few hairstyles to choose from. We don't know if there's other custom shops in the game. There's very few to choose from. All this stuff that they're showing here, and we're gonna read more, like the example, the tattoo shop, Electric Fang Tattoo, Stockyard's most iconic ink bar with over 50 signature tattoos for both Jason and Lucia, all designed by the artist collective Fairly. I don't know who that is. This is only open for business with the Ultimate Edition. Then it says special commission, classic car collection, track down a variety of abandoned classics, work in progress project cars, and revitalize them to their former glory in a special commission from a eccentric collector and local fixer, Wyman. It says One-Eyed Willie's. It says this mod shop in Lake Leonida specializes in off-road modifications and hand-painted automotive artistry, only open for business with the Ultimate Edition. There's actually more stuff too, because there's something along with clubs and stuff like that. So there's a lot of content. But what you guys got to understand is we don't know. It says this shop is only open for business, which means you might have the default tattoo shops, which many people might be okay with. But if we see that the content don't even match this, there's going to be building structures. There's going to be things locked behind paywalls. So it's going to look like some sort of metaverse. This is fucking insane, where you'll be walking into certain places and you won't be able to access it unless you purchase the game. It's going to be in the game. It's going to entice you to spend your money. The fact that there is content places, like destination spots in the same world you're playing. So when you're playing your standard edition and somebody's playing their ultra edition, you'll be in the same same places, both of you guys. But one person has access to this and you don't. I know it may seem simple, like, oh yeah, but we see that all the time. People got DLC to Call of Duty and they don't get to play the maps. There's a difference between that and the way 5M has influenced this infrastructure. The way 5M has done it is you got places like Benny's, or you got malls, you got food spots that people like to own. You got the tattoo shops people can work at in the 5M. For those that don't know, 5M is essentially a mod that's integrated within GTA that allows people to actually do other craziness in GTA 5 that includes role playing. And these are like features that are normally featured in role play. So you could see this being put in place. Now that we just went over that whole Ultimate Edition and Standard Edition, let's actually show you guys what it looks like here. So it says Ultimate Edition. Welcome to Leonida, the state where anything goes. Sees everything there this massive world has to offer with the Grand Theft Auto 6 Ultimate Edition, an exclusive collection of premium vehicles, weapons, apparel, and action around every corner. Ultimate Edition bonuses are threaded across all aspects of Jason and Lucia's story, with new items uncovered behind each chapter. Again, if you don't know what 5M is, you're not going to understand why this is such a bigger problem than just the standard you're pre-ordering and freaking getting some items locked. There's establishments that are locked behind the base version of the game that's available for another version. It's not like pieces of clothing, it's establishments. It's big chunks of content that like people ridicule Destiny for when they had their DLC shown, and all people had to do was like when they did that pre-order for a certain edition. A lot of you Destiny players know what it is from the very first game, and there was some BS that was going on. Now, this is the car, of course. This is the 95 Grotti Cheetah. This looks pretty nice. This is going to be something that's going to be shown in this vintage car shop, if I'm not mistaken. Grotti signature mid-90s sports car. And Odie Shore drive the 95 Grotti Cheetah, which looks like a damn Ferrari. It says it's complete with minimalist retro futuristic livery. I think it's livery. And available to punctuate later stage action. So looking at this, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Like there's no doubt the game looks gorgeous. It looks like a Ferrari. The interior, and they could have done more with it, but it still graphically looks impressive. This looks cool. All right. It says weapon, Hawk and Little Morgan revolvers. It says his and her versions of this powerful revolver with classic Vice City styling sourced from the Vercetti estates, including palm tree etched grips, engraved detailing, and high performance scope. So you and Lucia's gun, Jason Lucia's gun, could be customized, engraved here. But wait, I just read this. Styling sourced from the Vercetti estates, which it makes me believe something of Tommy Vercetti will be implemented into this game. You know, R.I.P. Ray Liotta. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Forgive me. But man, that means they're gonna include something that still lives on with this character that's gonna be implemented into this game. You can personalize it, make it look like you like unique and stuff like that to you, which is pretty cool. The money look funny. As you guys can see, she got her braids. She got her thing to the side. I love the character models, the way they look with their clothing, because GTA 5 character models look fucked up, I'm not gonna lie. Vice City style, the looks, of course, is whether poolside or side by side, Jason and Lucia can look the part with exclusive outfits, tattoos, and more. This is insane. Okay, so they're showing this outfit. This place here was shown in the trailer, but apparently it's a safe house. Again, locked behind content. So will standard edition users be able to buy a safe house in this game, or is it locked behind content? Jason's safe house vehicles switch gears and soak up the sun in an army fatigue Tinge Dinka Enduro motorcycle or Crest kayak. So that's what we saw in the trailer. So apparently this is just a safe house. Looks like it's going to be near like Everglades or some shit like that. Now, of course, you got other images here. This looks cool. Again, graphically, it looks really nice. It looks pretty cool to me. Okay. Ganado retro build injects some muscle and classic styling into Jason's well-worn vapid Ganado low riding pickup with exclusive mods. So this is going to be the mod kit. You'll be able to, damn, this looks kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie. These low riders, or I forgot what else they called them, but this looks nice. I ain't gonna hold you. So it says Ride Out Customs is another mod shop. Transform vanilla vehicles into magnificent works of art with detailed interior, exquisite rims, and dunk stylings. There we go, dunk cars. Only available for business with the Ultimate Edition. This looks really dope. I mean, it looked cool. It looked plain a little bit, but this is what's going to be available only for those users. Now, this is the garage. essentially, and how it looks. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to customize it and add full customization to it. But again, oh, and this is where we get to the hairstyles. It's only available to those who have the Ultimate Edition. We're talking about big pieces of like content that you can never get unless you get the Ultimate Edition, not like t-shirts from a pre-order. Now, this is obviously new art, like new fit styles, but it says Sarah's Unisex Salon. Get signature styles, as we just read. Look at his hairstyle. You got that like whole mullet shit going on. I mean, it matches him. Obviously, she got her hairstyle, getting her nails did. You see the girl behind with the green. Look at them here with the outfit. That look kind of crazy. Shih Tzu Squallow Watercraft, perfect for casting in Gambit Bay and reeling and catching all sorts. This gradient pink and blue Squallow dock at Washington Beach is made open ocean ready with an explosive laden or laden, whatever, weapons crate. So you'll be able to get access to this as well. You can see how they look there. They got dolphins in here. This looks crazy, bro. Look, he got a different hairstyle here. Her hairstyle is still similar. Damn, bro. This is fucking nuts. Look at her hairstyle here. Look at his hairstyle here. So one thing I am impressed with is the fact that, yo, they made these characters like hairstyles and stuff like that. They look very good with the character. So I could only imagine with GTA Online if they ever do it, that it'll look fucking great. But this is insane. So clothing store, stock 305. This is going to be the clothes that's going to be displayed. Look at the hairstyles here. This looks crazy. Night and day. Night and freaking day. This is how the store is going to look. Night and freaking day. This is the off-road, the vehicle and garage, 67 Vapid Dominator buggy. This is going to be another mod shop that's only available for those who have the Ultimate Edition. So again, this is what you can expect. You have a garage for it. This is going to be like in the areas where, for me personally, it's going to be like the off-road areas. The tattoo shop. Oh, this looks familiar. Electric Fang tattoo. Stockyard's most iconic ink bar with over 50 signature tattoos. Look at her hairstyle here. Holy shit. You could put that hairstyle on Lucia. Wow. Wannabe Nikes. Look at this. This shit looks like 5M. This looks like fire. It look gas. It look fire. It looks like 5M. Look at Jason. Look at the tattoos they have. You can get a glimpse of the tattoos. This is insane. How y'all feeling this? How y'all feeling the hairstyles examples? Like, how y'all feeling about this? Look at this one. It says One Eye Willie's. This is another mod shop. This card looks awesome. But this is another shop that you can have in the game. This one says Good Time Gear. So it says Vice City Leonida. So you'll basically just have some gear in the game. I'm not gonna lie, they're character models. If this is in game, looks absolutely crazy. Like, it looks absolutely crazy. It's a capsule of collection of apparel and accessories inspired by the Good Time States Hits TV show. Wow. Okay. Now what's this? Pit Youngins Illegal Goods Store. So this is the gang compound. Only available with the Ultimate Edition. The gang compound that a lot of y'all like GTA for, including myself. You know, you like to mess around and do some side content, have some side stuff going on. And like 5M, where you can have a gang in there and you could role play as a gang. They added something for that. You can have little factions going on, little functions, a little group, a little gang in here. Pit Youngins Illegal Goods Store. So you can have something like that in here. It says raid the compound of one of the Southside's Vice City's loudest and most socially active gangs and escape safely to score some special items. This is crazy. Only available with the Ultimate Edition. Oh shit, classic car collection. So this is another gentleman in the game. We don't know who this is, but look, you got American Ride right there, a little American Muscle. It says classic car. We already seen how this looks. This is insane to me. This is absolutely crazy, bro. Look at this car. The graphics look phenomenal. So of course, this is the last bit of it. And of course, she always got a gun in her hand. This is definitely the ultimate Bonnie and Clyde story. This is 1000% a Bonnie and Clyde story. And I'm not gonna lie, she looks like the Spanish drug dealer lady, Elizabeth, I think her name was, in GTA 4. She absolutely looks like her right here. So I don't know, but this right here, man, is absolutely crazy to me, y'all. Seeing this edition, this is available there. They're even allowing people to preload the game a week early because that's how large the game file size is. Now, if you pre-order the game, you get the Vintage Vice City pack. Pre-order to get unique benefits that flash back when the neon burn the brightest. So you guys can look at this fit. Looks incredible. Like, and me saying it looks incredible doesn't mean I'm okay with what's going on. It's actually absurd what's happening. I'm excited to get the game. Of course, I was looking to get the collector's edition anyway, but seeing that things are locked behind certain editions is for me not really as fair for a consumer. One thing I'll say is they grabbed 2 actors. I know Lucia she's in a lot of like shows and movies and stuff like that. And we already know who she is. I don't know where Jason's from or who he is IRL as an actor. However, they got 2 people who can literally utilize different face expressions, different hairstyles, which I guess I'll give them that. But right here with the pre-order, you get the 55 Vapid Stanier, Stanier, I think it's called. Cruise shore, drive in his classic sedan, and store it in a Shore Court personal garage that's just a stone's throw from glistening sands of Ocean Beach. Okay, so you get the vintage look. I mean, like, graphically, it all looks good, man. Outfits and hairstyles. Dress for excess with Jason's effortlessly chic linen suit in vintage pastel, complemented by the cut and coif, blah, blah, blah. Graphically looks crazy. I'm not going to lie. This is in-game. This shit look like IMVU. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, nah. Shit look good as fuck. I can't lie. I'm just like bothered by the price. Channel the origin, the original Kingpin. Adorn most guns with a tropical pattern inspired by Tommy Vercetti. Yes, sir. This is basically a shirt. This is the whole shit. The vintage Vice City pack. So this is basically what comes with it. And then we got a bunch of screenshots that came with the game. Let me also end this whole showing by telling you guys that not all the content unlocks at the start of the game. You would have to progress through the game to unlock some of this content. Like, there's just so much shit with this game that I'm just like, yes, I'm still buying it. I'm buying it. I feel bad for those who are getting the standard edition. I don't think it's fair. Anything that should be locked behind content should not be pieces of the game that matter. Like pieces of the game that are like parts of the game. That even, because here's the thing. The way they label it, if you go back and read, it says additional content for Lucia and Jason's story. So they're talking about the personal stuff between them, not the whole Grand Theft Auto story with all the missions and stuff. But still, the personal stuff is basically locked behind the paywall. Yes, and it's only $20. But these were things that have always just been a part of GTA. Like all this stuff, all these stores, bingo, whatever the fuck it's called, or any shop for GTA 5, GTA 4, GTA San Andreas, GTA 3, Vice City, they all been a part of the game. The fact that they've added these business practices, and I understand the digital part of it too. They want to avoid people from leaking the game, getting it early on disc, because a lot of mom and pop shops get shit early on discs. I understand as well that the game size is probably way too big. I get it. I wholeheartedly understand. I just feel like right now this is so anti-consumer. But in such ways, this is such a big game. Obviously, one of the brothers who left made Mind's Eye, and they made it into like an NFT style game that failed, and then they kind of went back and reverted to a regular game. That's why you can see the potential of it being good, but you can see all the missing gaps into this game. This game essentially feels like, it looks like an NFT game where you purchase things to unlock. Like it feels like a metaverse, like a meta world, where you are going to essentially, it's like going in a mall and you know the store is always going to be locked, but somehow when you purchase the upgrade, the store will finally be there. Now, I did talk my shit. Role players should not complain about this. Y'all been paying rappers and other content creators who have servers. Y'all been paying them to essentially have to be in there with priority. Y'all been paying these people, which is okay, whatever, to own stuff, to buy cars, to get tattoos. Y'all been paying real life money. So y'all shouldn't be mad at this. However, I just think the totality of it is insane because they seen how 5M was doing and they incorporated that practice into the main game. I think it's bullshit. It will be different if, say, for example, we pay for the Ultimate Edition and we have these tattoos available for us, but having no accessibility or not having any access to these shops or storefronts at all to even visually look at is insane. I think it's absolutely absurd. But again, this is just some of the things we're going to see midnight tonight. Make sure you guys check this shit out if you're going to pre-order. But evil dies tonight, bitch. I'm just saying. I'm gonna buy it. I'm not getting the ultimate edition. I'm getting the actual collector's edition if they show it tonight. If not, this is a full-fledged scam, bro. The fact that they would have a standard and ultimate edition, but the collector's edition and the premium edition will not be shown tonight. I don't know what to think. I don't know. Are they even doing the collector's edition? Am I bugging? I gotta double check everything. But let me know what you guys think, y'all. Let me know. Are you buying GTA 6? This is not really a crazy, like, I don't want to say this is not a crazy reason not to buy GTA 6. It's just, I'm not trying to see, or I'm not trying to be performative on it or whatever, obviously. And I know some of y'all gonna be like, yo, the broke people, whatever. Yeah, you're not seeing it from the way how it is. We're not saying that people don't want to pay for the ultimate edition to get extra tattoos and extra stuff. You're locking parts of within the game behind paywalls. Shops will not open unless you have a certain edition of the game. That is some metaverse shit. That's some meta world shit. Not metaverse, meta world activity. That is some NFT meta world activity. That's like the NFT world of the digital market. And we've seen that the CEO, I think his brother who left the company, tried to do an NFT game that failed miserably, aka Mind's Eye. So seeing this practice in this game, it's kind of funky. Let me know what you guys think, man. The days of midnight releases are over. The days of enjoying that disc is over. I hope there's still a steelbook, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out of here. God bless y'all. Peace.